Hello guys, today we're going to draw some dinosaurs. Hooray! So, let's get started. We're going to draw a few different kinds of dinosaurs and you guys will get to pick, your favorite one. So we're just going to do all this together, and then if you have other ones you'd like better, you can practice those. If you have ones you know of, you could try that out, but these are the ones we're going to all do together. So get your paper ready, get your pencils, and let's go. So first one let's do a Ceratopsian. That's a horn-faced dinosaur. We're going to do a Triceratops. So make sure you leave enough room. We're going to do about 4 dinosaurs, so we'll start in the top corner here. Make our first dinosaur, our Triceratops. Triceratops are not bipedal. That means they don't walk on 2 legs. They're quadrupedal, means they walk on 4 legs. So we need to draw their body long ways. Okay, because they're going to have legs that come off the bottom. So they also have really large heads. So right now I'm just putting my basic shapes for my dinosaur, and then later we're going to go add the details and fix it up so it looks more like a dinosaur. So we've got his body, a big horizontal body, which is an oval, and a head, which I started out with a circle, but their head's not going to end up being a circle. Triceratops are the ones that have those big horns, and kind of like a rhino, they have a pointy horn on their nose. Sometimes it points down, sometimes it points up. Scientists aren't really sure about this because we don't have any more, right? They're all extinct. They also have this big frill on the back of their head. I'm going to add some little details to it. Okay, so that's the top of my Triceratops' head. Let me add the bottom. They kind of have this beak coming up. So give him a beaky sort of face, kind of like a parrot. And a small eye. So there's my Triceratops' head. Let's make it connect to the body and add the rest of the details. He needs some legs. We think their legs bent are kind of like an elephant's. They're very large and they walk on 4 legs, so kind of like an elephant's legs. Maybe some little toes. Alright, so that's just 2 front legs. Now let's add his back legs. Again, kind of like an elephant. I'm in and up. And now he needs a tail, right? Whoa! Dinosaurs probably use their tails for defense and maybe even to keep their balance a little bit since they're so big and unwieldy. Notice I put these legs in the back. Make sure you have those. If you don't have your background legs, it's going to be confusing. Because how would they be standing up with only 2 legs, right? So, there we go. I'm adding a little bit of shading so we know those ones are in the background. You can add designs or patterns to your dinosaur if you want. Lots of scientists think that dinosaurs might have camouflage or interesting colors and patterns. So I like adding some little details like that. Okay. Right, so that's our Sauropod, our Ceratopsian dinosaur, a Triceratops. Let's move on and make a Sauropod. That's what I was trying to say. A Sauropod. That's a lizard-footed dinosaur, and we're going to make a, let's see if I can pronounce this, Diplodocus? It's pretty much a long neck one, so we'll start down here because he's going to have a long neck, right? So we want a lot of room. Again, I'm going to put kind of a body and then up wherever his head is. Let's say it's up here. Now I just need to connect him. So his head's up there, his body's down there. He needs a big long neck, kind of like a giraffe, right? And he's a little less long, like the Triceratops was a more flattened out oval. He's a little bit more of a circle. But he does have a similar body as his kind of a tail back here, and sort of those elephant feet again. Very rectangular. Okay. A little eye up here in his mouth. Maybe he's eating some grass. Well, it'd be kind of hard for him to eat grass, right? Maybe he's eating something from the top of a tree. And if you use your eraser, you can get rid of any of these sketch lines that you don't need. Clean it up a little bit. But this is just practice, so don't worry about it too much. There you go. There's our Sauropod dinosaur, lizard-footed. Let's see, make a few more. I bet you guys will like this. We're going to make a Theropod, that's beast-footed. And one of the most famous beast-footed dinosaurs. Let's see if you guys can guess what it is. I'm going to start with a circle for its head and a circle for its body. Kind of like this maybe. Its head's kind of close to its body. Connect them. I'm going to have another circle for like its back of its body, like its thigh, its top of its leg, because this is a bipedal dinosaur. This walks on 2 feet. So that's kind of his chest right there, this one. And let's make his face. Just kind of this pointy face. Some teeth. If you hadn't guessed it, this dinosaur is a carnivore. That means it eats meat. The other two were herbivores. So we're working on T-Rex. Let's work on his legs. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. I had some legs and I didn't like them, so I erased them. Ignore that. I forgot which way his knees would probably go. So there's more of a bump here than I remembered. And that's why I had some trouble with my legs earlier. Okay, and some big claws. Did I just give it away? I think I did. So, have you guys guessed who this is yet? It's T-Rex. I think I just told you on accident. Sorry. Okay, and his little bitty arms. So everyone knows T-Rex has the little bitty arms. And erase some of these extra lines. We don't need them. They were just helping us remember how the shapes went. Gosh, I'm still not pleased with his legs. A little bit better. Curve that goes up there. Okay, there's my T-Rex. He is a theropod, which means beast-footed, and he's a carnivore, which means he would like to eat you. Alright, our last section of dinosaur types was Hadrosaurs, and those are duck-billed. And so they look kind of goofy, and they're fun to draw, so let's do one of them. And they're right in here in the middle. I'm going to do a bipedal one. There's both bipedal and quadrupedal Hadrosaurs. But I'm going to do Plesiosaur. So, since they kind of stand up, I'm going to make a sort of a angled oval for his body. And his head comes here. He also has a weird shape on his head, but we'll get to that in a second. So, let's connect his head to his body, just like always. Add his tail on here. Might have a long tail. And I almost had his big head thingy. So he has a duck bill kind of face, remember. And he also has, Parasaurolophus also has this large bony ridge that comes off. And some scientists think they might have had like this skin flap, but some don't. So you could draw that if you want. You just don't have to. They also had little arms, kind of like T-Rex. Come off here. So I make the little arms come down and out. And then, I'm having trouble with the legs today, but let's see if I can do it. He'll come down with his haunches. That's this big thigh part. And then, off with his foot. Well, that's much better. And one in the back so you can stand up and then fall down all the time. And there we go, Parasaurolophus. I'm going to erase some of those extra lines I don't need. Pretty cool. And so those are the 4 kinds of dinosaurs we talked about. But I'm going to add a bonus dinosaur because I like plesiosaurs. Plesiosaurs are the big fish kind of dinosaurs that Loch Ness is supposed to look like. So if you've ever seen what the Loch Ness monster is supposed to look like, that's a plesiosaur pretty much. So I'm going to draw one up here because we got some space left. So their body's just a big oval, but they're in the water, so the oval can go kind of whatever way. And they have a long neck, kind of like this guy. So we can put his head over here and have his neck curve around. And they have a long tail. So I'm going to have his tail come down here. Out of the way. And they have, instead of legs, they have these flipper thingies. So they have 4 of them. And they just come off where they would have legs and arms. And that's how he swims through the water, or that's what paleontologists think. So, there's my plesiosaur. Let's swim away. Back to Loch Ness. And of course you can erase the extra lines. Okay, I hope y'all had fun drawing these few kinds of dinosaurs. There's lots of different kinds you can pick from. I'm not saying these are the only ones, but these are the ones we're just going to practice today. Next time we're going to draw the dinosaurs and ink them and paint them. So that's going to be super awesome. You're going to get to add the colors, cool designs if you want, all that neat stuff. So that's next video. Bye guys.